Welcome to Lesson 65 in my Learn Advanced English ESL class. In this lesson, I will give you a detailed explanation of the English language verb system. For more basic examples and practice with verbs, search for my Learn Beginning English ESL class instructional videos on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This really helps me to continue making free lessons for you. English verbs and how they are used in English is very important. The following topics are a list of the main functions for English verbs. In this lesson and in future lessons, I will explain each function and provide advanced level practice exercises for each topic. 1. Verb tenses. 2. Action verbs. 3. Stative verbs. 4. Transitive verbs. 5. Intransitive verbs. 6. Auxiliary verbs, helping verbs. 7. Modal verbs. 8. Regular verbs. 9. Irregular verbs. 10. Phrasal verbs, two-word verbs. 11. Active voice. 12. Passive voice. 13. Mood. 14. Verbs as gerunds. 15. Verbs as infinitives. The first topic in my list is that of verb tenses. Verbs are used in different tenses to indicate when an action occurred. Common tenses include present, past, and future, as well as various aspects like continuous tenses and perfect tenses. Another word for tense is time. All communication in English requires an idea about time. My beginning level lessons include detailed explanations and practice with the different tenses of English. The practice with the topics in this and future lessons requires that you have a basic understanding of verb tenses. If you need more practice with verb tenses, look for my series of beginning level ESL classes in YouTube. The number 2 topic is action verbs. These are the most common type of verbs and describe physical or mental actions. Physical actions are verbs like walk, run, jump, eat and write. Mental actions are verbs like think, believe, consider, remember, love and hate. This is John. Watch this scene and notice the physical and mental actions that John and the black spider take. The verbs are scare, see, cringe and run away. Cringe is a regular verb. What is John doing? He is cringing. Scare is a regular verb. What is the spider doing? The spider is scaring John. Why is John cringing? John is cringing because the spider is scaring him. The arrow points to the answer. What is the question? Who is cringing? John is. What is scaring John? The spider is. Who is the spider scaring? It is scaring John. Change the sentence to the simple past tense. John cringed because the spider scared him. What scared John? The spider did. Who cringed? John did. Who did the spider scare? The spider scared John. Why did John cringe? Because the spider scared him. See is an irregular verb. What did John see? He saw a spider. Run away is an irregular verb phrase. What did John do? He ran away from the spider. Why did John run away from the spider? John ran away from the spider because he was scared. Who ran away from the spider? John did. Who was scared? John was. What did John run away from? He ran away from the spider. Change the word scared to afraid and rewrite the sentence in past continuous tense. John was running away from the spider because he was afraid. Why was John running away from the spider? Because he was afraid. Who was afraid? John was. What was John running away from? He was running away from the spider. Who was running away from the spider? John was. Topic 10 is phrasal verbs, two-word verbs. These are verbs that consist of a main verb and one or more particles, often prepositions or adverbs. Run away is one example. Here are some more common phrasal verbs with an example sentence. Break down. Bill's car broke down yesterday while he was going to work. Now answer the questions. What happened yesterday while he was going to work? What happened yesterday while he was going to work? His car broke down. Where was he going when his car broke down? Where was he going when his car broke down? He was going to work. What broke down? What broke down? Bill's car did. Whose car broke down? Whose car broke down? Bill's car did. When did his car break down? When did his car break down? His car broke down yesterday. Call off or cancel. Her teacher is going to call off her English class tomorrow because she is sick. What is her teacher going to do tomorrow? What is her teacher going to do tomorrow? She is going to call off her English class. Why is she going to cancel her class? Why is she going to cancel her class? Because she is sick. When is she going to call off her class? When is she going to call off her class? She is going to call off her class tomorrow. Is she going to cancel her class? Is she going to cancel her class? Yes, she is. Who is sick? Who is sick? Her teacher is. I drop by the post office every Friday. Drop off some packages and pick up my mail. What do I do every Friday?
You drop by the post office, drop off some packages and pick up your mail.
What did I do last Friday?
You dropped by the post office, dropped off some packages and picked up your mail.
What will I do next Friday?
You will drop by the post office, drop off some packages and pick up your mail.
What are the missing verb phrases? I drop by the post office every Friday. I drop off packages at the post office every Friday. I pick up my mail every Friday at the post office. Write a where question for each of the sentences. Where do you drop by every Friday? Where do you drop off packages every Friday? Where do you pick up your mail every Friday? Write a when question for each of the sentences. When do you drop by the post office? When do you drop off packages at the post office? When do you pick up your mail at the post office? Change these sentences to the simple past tense. I dropped by the post office last Friday. I dropped off packages at the post office last Friday. I picked up my mail last Friday at the post office. Write a when question for each of the sentences. When did you drop by the post office? When did you drop off packages at the post office? When did you pick up your mail at the post office? The married couple is walking on the beach. One boy is kicking a soccer ball. Another boy is shivering because he is cold. These sentences are in present continuous tense and describe actions at the beach in present time. Answer my questions. What is the married couple doing? They are walking on the beach. What is one boy kicking? He is kicking a soccer ball. Where is he kicking a soccer ball? He is kicking a soccer ball on the beach. Why is another boy shivering? He is shivering because he is cold. The married couple is walking on the beach. One boy is kicking a soccer ball. Another boy is shivering. Combine these sentences in the past continuous tense by completing the sentence below. They were walking on the beach while one boy was kicking a soccer ball, and another boy was shivering. The arrow points to the answer. What is the question? When was the married couple walking on the beach? They were walking on the beach while one boy was kicking a soccer ball, and another boy was shivering. I will say a sentence 3 times. Try to write each sentence. Martha sat down at the table and began eating dinner at 6 o'clock. Martha sat down at the table and began eating dinner at 6 o'clock. Martha sat down at the table and began eating dinner at 6 o'clock. Ben came into the house at 6:15. Ben came into the house at 6:15. Ben came into the house at 6:15. Complete the following sentence with past continuous tense and the simple past tense. Martha was sitting down at the table and was eating dinner when Ben came into the house. The arrow points to the answer. What is the question? What was Martha doing at 6 o'clock? What was Martha eating at 6 o'clock? When did Martha begin eating dinner? When did Ben come into the house? Who was sitting and eating? Who came into the house? When did Ben come into the house? Use the word while to answer this question. He came into the house while Martha was eating dinner. Rewrite this sentence with the word while. Martha was eating dinner when Ben came into the house. While Martha was eating dinner, Ben came into the house. What did Ben do while Martha was eating dinner? He came into the house. Martha was sitting at the table and eating dinner when Ben came into the house. Rewrite the sentence in the simple past tense and use the regular verb to enter. Martha sat at the table and ate dinner when Ben entered the house.